Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. Once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Swift. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
1st and goal at the 1. Swift will score. Touchdown, Packers. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Locke going to keep this. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They'll run on first down. Battle. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. Now Wilson. Airing it out deep for Smith. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. We see Drew Lock and the offense coming back on.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. Complete to Newsom. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Azeez Ojulari
has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Lock to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. We hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On second and goal. Lock. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packers ready to take over offensively.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10.
The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
They go play action now. Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. For him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now Wilson.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got Smith here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jerry Jeudy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a throw here to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Block now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Kamara on the read option. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Kamara off the draw. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Able to connect with Mims. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. To throw it is Locke. And this one complete again to Mims. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On 1st down, Swift. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Battle. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they'll get this down to the 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And New York set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On play action, Lock.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
On first down, Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
109 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Now it's Swift.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
Going to give it to Battle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
His third rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall.
And the Packers continue to roll. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And the Jets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Going up top.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run on first down. Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
One more time with Swift.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. We see Drew Lock and the offense coming back on.
So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Locke. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Locke looks to throw it again. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And quickly they get to the line. From the 36, Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Jets, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.